Welcome to Kidd Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. And Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this match. The Mountaineers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will get the first swing of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. The lone back's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating this guy and making it accurate.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Got his man quickly. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. The field goal is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Running with power. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Pulls and fires complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by a field goal over West Virginia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Using his legs, it's Roberts. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to run, it's Roberts. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Give to the running back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The give to the tailback. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. He's now up to 58 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Going to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Trying to pick up a first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. The Jayhawks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run play action. Got his man on the outside. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile...
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Kansas!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Leaves it with the back. The pirouette on the run. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Wide receiver shows motion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Now on the counter. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down.
They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Hard running there. And runs through another guy. He's off to the races. He's at the 20. Touchdown, App State. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to West Virginia. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They're going to get anything going on this drive. They better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Now the play fake. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. Trying to convert this second and short. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Appalachian State. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the... Your eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Looking to move it through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job.
Hit the afterburners, kid. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Gets it out fast. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. A little screen to the running back. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the ground. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Mountaineers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Bulls his way forward. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team. If they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back gets the give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It's good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Pocket starts to collapse. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. They make the stop, but the sweet Woolen catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And he breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ridder out there, this group is fighting. They're up by just 2 over West Virginia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are. And the ball's out, and they're after it. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
Man, and all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fella, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
This guy is so comfortable in zone coverage. They're playing cover 2. He's just back there roaming around in the middle of the field. He's so confident in his speed to break on the ball. As soon as he saw where the QB was trying to go with it, he put his heel on the ground, accelerated, and made the pick.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They're going to run it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working on the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, they'll mark it at the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Jayhawks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. He's got his man.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. He wants to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Appalachian State. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
42. App State 31.
And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on second and long from the 13? He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. It's caught. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That makes the score Kansas 45, App State 31.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. It's Aguilar. Release to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's complete to the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They feed him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Skinner. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? The give to the running back from the shotgun. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.